What's up, guys? Today we're at it again. New day, new challenge. Robbie's not happy with the way that the clutch is sounding. I'm not gonna lie, I don't disagree with that because I moved the car the other day and it honestly just feels like it's dying. As soon as you clutch in, she just doesn't sound nice. I don't know, he's kind of second guessing what's going on or not sure, and we're gonna pull into the shop, yank the trans, and see what's going on inside. Yeah. Okay, so basically the noise we're talking about, if you guys haven't heard in the videos, as soon as you push in the clutch, just a loud, grinding, nasty sound. Does not sound how it should, or maybe it does. Could just be exactly like what you guys are saying, and twin discs just making a loud, obnoxious noise. Robbie and I think we are gonna check it out. See if it's a throw-up bearing, see what's going on. Might be normal, might not be. It's gonna be a learning thing. Might look like idiots because you guys told us it's supposed to be normal, but we're gonna figure it out anyway, one way or another. Hopefully we don't stall this thing. Oh yeah, 100%. Oh boy. You cannot tell me that doesn't sound absolutely horrible every time you clutch. Damn. Still looking just as good as we left it. And I was expecting to do it all myself this morning. Sounds like the Rob man is coming to work. What's up, buddy? Office work's done or what?
As done as it's gonna be when I hear cars running outside, you know?
I didn't get into detail. I just told them we read the comment. We understand people say it's okay, but we want to check it anyway.
Yeah, our hearts don't say it's okay. So you guys have, a lot of you guys have said that it's normal for a twin disc to chatter, and it is normal, but it's normal to chatter from what I've picked up. When you're like in neutral at a stoplight, it chatters because it's not, like the weight is off or whatever, it doesn't balance perfectly. So it could just be something we did. We have no idea, but the dyno day is coming up and the dyno is over an hour from our house. And I gotta drive this thing home afterwards, obviously, because it's just fresh off the dyno. Something's wrong, and we don't know, and we don't want to blow this thing up for no reason when we could just take 10 minutes and figure it out.
So I said 10 minutes. You want to quote that? 10 minutes?
It's gonna be 10 minutes for them.
Yeah, 10 minutes for them.
So like I said, we got 3 days. Well, technically we only have 2 days.
We got 2 days.
2 days to figure out what this is, fix what this is, and get this thing all the way down to the city on the dyno. So Chris told me that he came out here and started the video today before I even got out here, which is good. It's good. But what he didn't tell you was how much he's been loving his new Ridge wallet. The sponsor of today's video, the Ridge wallet, makes it easy to simplify your everyday carry. Long gone are the days of shoving every single business card and gift card you can find into your wallet. With the Ridge's 12 card limit, it makes you cut down and only carry the important cards that you need on a day-to-day basis. Father's Day is coming up and the Ridge makes a great gift. You can shop the Father's Day guide on the site and find the best gear for your dad. I went from this to this years ago and I have not missed this a day in my life. The nice thing with these wallets too is you don't feel like they have to go in your back pocket. They're super slim design, they're a lot narrower and thinner than a traditional wallet. They feel comfortable in any pocket you choose. So right now you guys can use the link in the description or go to theridge.com/Robbie and you can save 10% off a Ridge wallet for you, for your dad for Father's Day, for anybody that's carrying around one of these. Get rid of them. Use the link in the description and make the change today.
And I also want to say thanks for sponsoring today's video. You're really saving my right butt cheek. I really like the wallet.
I don't think we need to go too high for this. Honestly, I don't really know how well this is gonna work. We have a couple other things that we gotta get done before we bring it to the dyno too. We gotta build like a dump pipe for the wastegate. We gotta roll some fenders. We gotta do a bunch of stuff. So excuse me if today's video is a little bit less showing every step and more just like rage to get shit done. We're not gonna go too high just because the engine's only in there barely. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Can you grab the other half shaft? Just pop it in there so we don't lose fluids. Sweet. Good job, dude. That was like, I don't know, hour and a half?
Was it?
Hour and a half, not bad.
Not bad.
Go ahead and just check on this guy here. He can't go in backwards though, check him out. He can only go in one way. This doesn't seem like there's really anything wrong with it though, does it? No, he doesn't even look like scratched up. As far as like, nothing in here has been grinding or anything. It makes contact with this, and it goes, and that's the sound it makes. I definitely just thought that I was dumb and I put this in wrong. Looks good. This looks good. Let's see if we can find a torque spec, because everything else looks fine. Like the throw bearing wasn't like blowing up on this. Nothing was really going wrong. I feel like you guys have watched us take this car apart and put it back together so many times. I just kind of like gave up after the time lapse ended.
What they haven't seen us do is pull a trans in 10 minutes.
But we got it all back together. It is literally 3:30, so that was not 10 minutes. That was like a day, but
1 million minutes.
We got the trans back together. Yonaka had responded to my email and confirmed that it's 18 foot-pounds that you torque the pressure plate to. So the pressure plate is torqued correctly to 18 foot-pounds. We did it in a little zigzag like you do your wheels. We went around, we trimmed like a couple things, like this hose was dripping a little bit. We don't know why, so we trimmed it, put a new clamp on it. We just dialed in anything that needed to be dialed in while we had everything on the go. And now we get to find out if our clutch is just a noisy ass clutch.
Okay, here we go. Watch it just doesn't fire.
Press clutch. Most likely you guys were right and it just makes a weird sound because it's twin disc. I sent a video clip of the sound.
100% you guys are right.
I sent a video of the sound to Yonaka anyways, which I probably could have done in the first place, and just said like, yo, this is what your clutch sounds like. Is this normal? We'll see what they say. We spent all day yesterday ripping the trans out, putting it back in, and trying these things out.
We pulled it off, and it's just a peace of mind to know that everything in there is good, right? That's basically what it was for.
Yeah, we pretty much did way more work than we had to, but we wanted to see inside to know it's good. Because we're those guys.
You put that trans on there, middle of the winter.
Who knows what I did?
Who knows, right? You could have been tired. We just wanted to do our diligence and double check everything.
So that's done, and now we are on the 1 day timer because that literally took most of our day yesterday. And we got a nice old list. Oh, there's my name. No, we can't be taking blame for this. We got a nice old list of things to do before we take it to the dyno. I think most importantly, we got to get the screamer pipe on because we can't even go into boost without
that's
it.
number one.
And the fenders need to get rolled because we can't drive this thing down the driveway without scraping.
No.
So I say we start with those two. The rest is actually pretty easy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to start with rolling fenders and I'll start with pipe bender?
Yeah.
Go team! Woo! Most of the time when you drop anchor something, you use like these boys. These are the peepees. These are the males. These are what I used for like the lift, what I used for this pipe bender when I had it at the warehouse. Well, basically everybody uses for everything.
They're the common.
They're the usual culprit. We don't really have a lot of room to just have a pipe bender just sitting there. So I found, I don't know why it took me so long to find these. We got the female version of these. So this, it drops in the ground. You set it with this thing, punches it down, sets in the ground, and then you just thread a bolt down into it. When you're done, you don't have to have a peepee sticking out of the ground. You can just lift that away, and then whatever, maybe we'll get some real thin-headed bolts, and just screw them in the floor so dirt doesn't get in there, and then whatever, you can drive a car over it, doesn't matter. You won't stub your toe.
It's a clean look.
It is actually really cool. I don't know why it took me so long to think of it. So this boy is called 1/2 inch, but definitely doesn't fit in a 1/2 inch hole. Nice. Bye.
Robman is going to get us a 5/8 masonry bit, and we're gonna roll some fendies on this thing. Nice rot. We're gonna clean them anyway though. Okay, so we got her done. Not really gonna show you guys because it was Definitely the Crunch Master Flex. Right here, where it has a little bit of rust, the paint cracked, but there's literally nothing I could do. She's got all kinds of Ontario rot happening. Hopefully we should be able to fit some wider wheels in here.
Okay, we did it. It took way longer than I wanted to, but the pipe bender is up, dude. It looks so, I guess it's kind of messy over here, but it looks so dumb in this garage. Like, just look at it.
What?
It looks dumb.
It looks sick.
You like it?
It means business, buddy.
I think it looks cool. Like, the pipe bender looks cool. I was just like, I just ran up to the house to get water. When I looked in the door, I was like, oh my God. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and make a dump pipe that comes off the back of the wastegate. Now, the way the exhaust goes is actually like dead straight in line with the wastegate. So we could just go and make it go right into like the exhaust and it would be completely silent. It would be like an internal wastegate type deal where you wouldn't really hear it. We think because this car is so quiet, it would be really cool to have that dump just like the Civic, my other Civic does, where it just dumps to atmosphere. So like when you're in boost, it's really loud. It could just be cool because this car doesn't look fast and it's not going to. And then you won't even really hear anything but turbo noises when I'm like pulling up beside people. So then as soon as I honk on it, if this thing can just open up, I feel like it could be cool. If not, we'll come back and revisit this in a couple weeks and tie it into the exhaust. Really, I'm just gonna start with a full 90 because I just want to bring it down as quick as I can. As normal though, I don't have a plan for this. I just have an enormous length of pipe that's been chilling over here, and somehow I'm gonna make this pipe my bitch. What the f is going on here? Oh wait, look at that shit. Bro, this doesn't even make sense. I don't even understand. It's never happened in my entire life. You guys ever have days where you feel like no matter what you do, no matter how hard you're trying, no matter how many positive changes you make after things go wrong, you're just getting stabbed in the balls? That's today, boy. That's all week. We have had that week. We are having that week. We're in there.
This is a Robbie week for sure.
This is definitely a Robbie week, and you know what? It's hump day, so we still got 2 more days of this.
On the bright side, we're this much closer to the dyno.
We are. We basically just went and compared this to the tubing that's on the Genesis, and I think this is just too thin. I don't remember what measurement this is. Yeah. I don't remember what the measurements are on this. I got this a while ago. But you guys can see the first bend, I was just powering through it. Second bend, I tried to go a little bit slower, and it did like a kink. Third bend, I actually got, so you can see right here, I kind of like flattened this side. Third bend got the least flat, but I still got a couple kinks. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like I did on the exhaust, and I'm gonna turn these little dimples into pie cuts.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cut them right out to make it my sharper bend.
And then it should at least work.
And then we'll at least get to see what's going on. Trunk. That's actually working out not bad.
Prime.
So we're gonna do this right here. We're gonna aim it up, and then we're just gonna let it dump.
Yeah.
Yo, I'd say that's not bad for a recovery on a pipe bender mishap.
I think it worked out pretty good considering the pipe bender didn't do what we wanted it to, and you just finagled it, so.
To me, this whole thing is like a practice piece. Basically, everything I did here was like to practice, you know, doing the same thing as we did on the exhaust, cutting 90s and welding stuff up and making bends and all that kind of stuff. Something that I did try was doing the thing where you cut it on an angle. Now, if you do this, if you bend the pipe, and you do this cut on a bend, that's how you get like the sick teardrop, because it drags the tip out way farther. But dude, this is kind of cool. Imagine this as like a hood exit, like that. I feel like compared to my Civic, it's so lame.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, gasket. Okay, before you go ahead and do that too, we're gonna loosen this boy just a little bit so that we can change the angle. Franks, we're working. Get your Frisbee out of here, dude. Get out of here. Dude, this actually worked out so nice. So we've got the oil line kind of going in between the two. Both of them are heat wrapped, so that should be okay. This is far away from the sensor, far away from everything else. There's really nothing else up there, which is good. And it actually looks so cool. Not like anybody's ever gonna see it, but like, I just think it looks real cool under here.
I think it looks sick.
We didn't put it up and straight back because we don't want it to blast into the car. I want it to just kind of blast towards the road. And while I was welding up that pipe and getting everything done, I showed you guys, Chris went around, rolled these fenders. Pretty sure I already said that. And then he just went and did what? You did a full bolt check? Did a full bolt check, engine bay, underneath the car, all the linkage arms, made sure everything was nice and tight. And then I found this nice little dinky piece laying around, and we're gonna make a little intake out of it. It's gonna scoot in here. So we'll have the filter sitting right here, next to the engine instead of behind it. Hopefully getting us colder air, but not necessarily cold air, but colder. And then when we actually, I don't know if we put this in a video or not, this is a B series intake air temperature sensor. We had this in a box for the other Civics, I need one. And Nick was like, yo, use a B series intake air temperature sensor, they bolt right in. It's not like one of these boys, which we also found when we were cleaning up, just like a normal temp sensor that kind of like needs somewhere to go. So we put two self-tappers in this, and because it's in an intake pipe, it's not actually over here. We put a little bit of like caulking around the outside to try and seal it, but it doesn't matter even if it leaks because it's pre-turbo. Yeah. So there's no boost leak or anything happening. It's just to get us a good reading. Exactly. That looks good. The paint got messed up. I don't entirely know what the deal is. Could have been the metal. I don't know, it could be the humidity. It could be anything. Doesn't matter. It's gonna do the trick. I also got this email while I was doing it that says, Robbie, just to be clear, it sounds like a bunch of dish plates smashing together when you push the clutch to the floor. And I'm like, yeah, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's normal. So Yonaka says that the surface disc between the two clutch packs floats freely when the clutch is depressed, which we knew. He just said that that thing is noisy as hell. He's like, I really hope you didn't plan on dailying this car, but at least we know we're not killing it. Yeah. That was our fear, was that the sound was bad. If we know the sound is good, then it won't hurt us. Why not double check it? We both had never heard anything like smashing dishes before, so. All right, buddy, you wanna throw this intake in? The only unfortunate thing is we need a reducer for it. And the only reducer we have is a red. Oh, you know what we could do? What? You could cut the reduced portion of the red. Yeah. And then put it inside our nice black coupling, and we don't have to look at it. We have to extend the wires. I actually think it looks good. I don't know why I didn't think it would. I feel like it kind of grabs your attention to pull it towards the turbo, almost. Basically everything on our list, I think, for today. We rolled the fenders, we did a screamer pipe, we did a bolt check, we did at one point Chris tried to put on Jasmine's wheels, they didn't fit. We're not gonna put a boost gauge on because we wanna get like a setup. We don't wanna just run a junk boost gauge that I found just to do it. Sensor, we totally did, so we can erase that. And brake lines. We just gotta put a little bit of heat tape on the brake lines before we go. Okay, what do you think? You wanna take it for one final drive, make sure everything's as good as we left it? Yeah. Since we kinda took the whole transmission off. 100%. We gotta take it for at least a rip around the block because we both know that we're gonna load this thing up if we don't. We're gonna drive all the way down there and the thing won't start. Or something else. All right, buddy. You wanna do the honors? I already started editing this video last night. Can't hide anything if you tell me that you didn't install this car outside. You can't blame me, buddy. Yes, I can. First time moving this thing and the clutch is a... Oh, this thing danks in here, eh? Yeah, you don't like that? It smells like fresh exhaust and fire. Initially though, first thought, it's not running weird at all. So the intake didn't really affect it too much, which is good. It's okay, just remember, they said that's normal. Yeah, I know. I'm confident we put everything back together right. I just want to know if the fenders rub. Nice, buddy. By now they would have already slammed. Something's broken. You hear that? I was just scared because I'm not used to the throw. I felt like it came out of gear and didn't go into a That's gear. What I did the first time I was like, what the heck? It was so trippy. But the steering needs alignment, so... I don't know if I've ever driven a car with like a clutch this aggressive. It is very aggressive. I've always found like the Z clutch, not necessarily aggressive, but it just bites. Like when you're driving the Z, you don't have to give it any gas. You just can let off the clutch and it'll go, right? Well, my BRZ is the same. Like any stock car, I think, pretty much. Yeah. Like the BRZ, if you just let it out, hold it for like 2 seconds and then let it out the rest of the way, it'll just go. Just drive away. Most cars, I think, stock are like that. Also, so many of these people like this, are gonna shit their pants when we're driving by and we clutch in. Because it sounds like the whole car just detonated. Just give it like a hard brake too. Why not? Not a super hard, but like, you know, make sure it works. Oh, it works. Good job. Oh, new new sound because the intake. It doesn't just go cha-cha-cha, it goes because it's going out the pipe. Yeah, baby, this thing's gonna sound so good. All right, so today, well, how many things did we do actually? Like mods, would you say we gave this thing?
Mods?
1, air intake. 2, screamer pipe, which unfortunately we just can't test till we're at the dyno because
I guess 3, does fender rolling count as a mod? I guess.
Yeah, 3 fender roll. I'm excited to hear the screamer pipe.
Yeah, me too. Dude, I'm excited. I don't know if you're excited. You only get to hear it from inside the car. I get to hear it from the driver's seat just like coming by and you just blasting by me.
The screamer pipe on Jasmine's like a straight shoot out the hood, whereas this thing has like a couple bends and then like that weird flare at the end. And I know Simon's comes off and like does like a couple little bends before it comes down, and you can like hear it just be different than a straight dump.
Yeah.
It's cool. So hopefully that screamer pipe down there doesn't cook anything tomorrow while we're at the dyno. I think that's it, buddy. I think we're ready. We're as ready as we're gonna get at this point. Yeah. Anyways, I feel like this video is kind of all over the place. It's not normally, I don't like making videos like this because I just feel like the video just kind of like is everywhere. You guys needed to see the couple things that we did to the car, and I was mainly just under stress because we needed to get all this stuff done before the dyno. Now that we're done, we can have a nice, fun next video.
Pumped. I'm so pumped for tomorrow.
I'll catch you guys next time. Thank him for stalling the car a couple times. Peace out and stay committed.
This video is sponsored by the Rich.
Robbie ain't gonna like me showing you guys this, but yeah, so my task here is to roll these things. They are a little bit rustier than I would like, so I'm gonna give it my best. We may give it a crunch. At least we will be able to fit some wheels on this thing.